Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and today is going to be my introduction for my rolling 10 project pan for 2023. So my rolling 10 project pan is my year-long project pan where I have consistently 10 items that I'm working on at a time. Last year, my rolling 10 was a full completion one where every single goal was to complete the items. This year I'm going to do it a little different. There's going to be some items that I just want to hit pan on and then I'll count it as a success and then move on. And then there's others that I'm going to want to completely finish. So I'll be telling you guys all about that. These videos will be monthly update ones because these are like the main thing on my channel. I will be tracking by tallies, by progression photos, and by weights. We have 3 metrics to follow. I'm going to try and stay on top of it with the weights and stuff as much as I possibly can. Hopefully I don't go about losing stuff again. My ultimate goal with this project this year is to complete 23 items in it or to hit goal on 23 items. So even if it's just hitting pan on 23 things, I'm gonna count all of that as a success because ultimately I'm doing an empties challenge with my friend Libby to see who can complete more makeup items this year. So that's gonna be a good way for me to also stay motivated on finishing things outside of this. But this project is gonna be not only completion items, but also just hitting pan, and those will just count towards this goal. Like I said, we will get into all of that. Let me go ahead, let's introduce the 10 new items that I am gonna be working on for 2023. So there is going to be a couple items that look familiar that were in past project pans that I decided to bring back. Some other ones will be coming back in later on in the year, and a mixture of new products because I have a lot of goals with stuff that I didn't end up finishing last year. First item is one that you guys should be familiar with, and it's this Cosmetics Lipgloss. This is the So Extra duo set that I had. This one is in the color Caffeinate, or no, this is Extra Foam, which is just a clear glitter top coat basically, and works really well for a lot of different lipsticks and also looks beautiful on its own. Let me just throw some on. I think it's been in 2 project pans now at this point, and it is so low. I've already taken the stopper out of this, and as you guys can see, there is not much product in here. I haven't weighed anything as of filming it yet, but you guys will be seeing the weights, and I'll make sure to write it down, that way we can talk about it in later videos. But there's not much left. I don't think this should be difficult. This is obviously going to be a completion item. The second item is going to be another lip product, and this is actually one I mentioned in my plan to pan from earlier in the year, or at the end of the year, and that's my Joa Smackaron lipstick. This is in the color Raspberry Mousse, and it's this really pretty matte lipstick. I actually have a good bit of product in there, as you guys can see, a good bit, but this is a really pretty shade. It works really well on my skin tone, and it's just like one of my comfort shades anyways. You guys know I love this kind of lip color, so I don't think this one would be too difficult. This is going to be another completion item, mainly because it's getting old. I literally just had a piece of the packaging fall out of it. I've had it for a long time, so that's kind of why it's on my radar, and I mean, that's really it. I was gonna say that's really it. It's just getting older, so I would like to just use it up before it goes bad. But really beautiful lipstick. I don't think it'd be too difficult, but I do think it will still take all year regardless, but it should be a relatively fun one to wear. Next item is one that I think will be surprising because this was actually on my mind to declutter at one point, and it's my Catrice True Skin foundation. I said I wasn't sure if I liked this, but I've been wearing it. I have it on my skin right now, and I found that I can make this work by mixing it with the other foundation that I wasn't sure about, which is the Essence Pretty Natural. I've been wearing this combo for the last like week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, and it's beautiful together. I think my skin has looked really, really nice in the last few videos, and it's been this combo. So I figured I'm gonna throw this guy into the project to try and finish it up, because if I'm being honest, this is too light for me, which is why, one, I have to mix it. It's like ghostly. And since I found a way to make it work now, I would like to finish this one up because I can make it work, but I'd like to buy one in my actual shade and see if I can wear it on its own and feel the same way. And then at the same time, I'll be working on this one in tandem. So I think it's a win-win situation for me. So the True Skin foundation is one that I'm going to be working on. I would like to finish it. It will probably take all year to finish this because it's basically a full bottle. I haven't given it enough time to settle for me right now, so I'm not 100% sure, but I have been using it consistently for the last week and a half, so I'll be interested to see where the first photo is looking like for you guys. I'm curious to know as well, and where the weight is starting out. If I'm able to, my scale might not be able to weigh this. It's pretty heavy, it's glass. But this is a really nice foundation. I was talking crap about it in my declutter, but turns out that I just didn't find a combo that had worked for me, or even when I had tried it initially, it was earlier in my postpartum period. So my skin may have just not been receptive to it at the time, and I'm glad I retried it because it is really pretty. Next item is one that I also really like, but it's one of the older ones, and I just like to move through these pretty quickly. And that's my Pacifica Cherry Velvet Loose Powder. I love this powder. I just wish it wasn't scented, which is something I've said many times at this point. But overall, this is a really pretty powder. I bought this, I think, at the beginning of 2022 or at the end of 2021. I can't remember. I just remember I saw it and I picked it up at a Target, but it's pretty full in there because I haven't been touching it lately. So I figured this would be a good way for me to like throw it into this project, get it out of here, really enjoy it because it is such a pretty powder. I've just been finding I've been reaching for my Rare Beauty one over this one lately. So I'd like to just work on this one. This will be another completion item because obviously there's no pan, it's loose. So I'd like to finish this one entirely. Next one is one that isn't going to be a completion item. I think so far this is the first one that I don't want to completely finish, and it's my CoverGirl True Blend blush. This is in the color Love Me. I actually have it on my face right now over a cream blush, and it's really pretty. It's this really pretty pink color, and it has a gold shift to it, which is pretty subtle, but it gives your face like a nice sheen without being like too much and too highlighty. So I don't think I can finish this because this is a relatively newer and untouched blush in my collection, but I would like to try and hit pan on it, even if it's like itty bitty baby pan. I would like to just have some pan in it. I have successfully started wearing away at the logo of like CoverGirl in the center. So while I think this will be really difficult to hit pan on, I don't think it will be too bad, hopefully. We'll see how this one goes. This is definitely going to be the more challenging, one of the more challenging ones I think this year. But I think it would feel good. I would like to get some more pan in my blushes. I don't think any of my blushes anymore, since I finished so many last year, I don't think any of my blushes have pan anymore. So I'd like to start working on fixing that. This next one is also going to be one that's going to be insanely difficult, and it's my Physicians Formula bronzer. If you guys watched last year's Rolling 10, you guys know I finished a bronzer. If you haven't seen that video, this one right here, I will put it in the card for you to go watch. But like, I finished a bronzer last year, and it gave me undue confidence, I think. I don't think I can finish this. This won't be a completion either. This will just be hitting pan as well, but I have panned these in the past, and they take a while. They take a really long time. But this bronzer works for me any time of the year. It always looks good. It's one of my favorites. I think this is the fourth one I've repurchased at this point because it's one of the only ones that really just always works on my skin, and I just really enjoy it. So I don't think it'll be difficult. I have completely finished these in project pans in the past, like years ago. Challenging, these two products will be very challenging, but I'm here for a challenge, you know? Next item is one that will be a completion item, but it's one of those things that you have to put your finger in, so I know after a while it's gonna go bad, and it's my Jasmine Tea Lip Mask. This was from the Avatar collab with ColourPop earlier in 2022, and I love this lip mask, you guys. I've been like so delicately using this lately because I don't want to run out of it. I have used a good bit in there. You guys will be seeing better in photos. I've used probably about half of this already, so I don't think it will be difficult. I wish it would be because I really like it, but I've been using this at night for the last few weeks, especially like consistently, so I think it won't be here very long. I think this will be probably only a couple months, but I would like to finish it. If they still have this on ColourPop, I need to like buy a couple more because these lip masks are so good. Or maybe I just need to buy another lip mask from them because it does such a good job. It actually stays on my lips like all night, and I have really dry lips currently. So this has been a lifesaver, but I don't think it will be difficult and it makes me sad. But it will also be a completion item. This next product is honestly a gimme product, but I love giving myself a couple gimme products. It gives me confidence to, you know, get through harder items. And that's my Pacifica Silver Moon body spray. So this has very little product in it. I've been basically spraying this on my body when I get out of the shower at night. And then once I get dressed in the morning, I like respray onto my clothes because it smells so good. My husband loves the scent of this. It's vanilla, patchouli, and spices. and he loves it. He says it's like a very quintessential me scent. He says it just smells like me. So I've been using it a lot. I love it. Main reason I want to finish this is not only because it's a gimme product. I literally have like probably a week's worth left in here of use. I actually have a second box of this already, or a second bottle of this that I purchased a long time ago as a backup. And so I was like, well, there's no point in trying to like stretch this out when I have another one. Like, it's not something that's like been discontinued. I just saw these at Target. I went to Target earlier because, by the way, this background, you guys, I'm finally going to change it. We're changing out the green. We're doing a different color back here. I'm changing it up. But anyways, I went to Target to get some stuff and I saw this in the makeup section. So they still have this scent and like all of the other Moon perfumes. So rather than hold on to it because I like it so much, I figured why not just enjoy it, get it out of here, start the new bottle. And I guess it's my signature body spray at this point. And then the last item that is going to currently be in this project is this guy. This is a primer. This is the Wet n Wild Glass Correct primer. It's like a yellowy illuminating primer. It's about a little less than halfway empty or halfway full in there, depending on how you look at it. I don't think this one will be difficult, but it is something I purchased at the beginning of last year. So I'd like to just get it out, start fresh, you know, start moving through more of my primers. And this is also another gimme product. So it's like I had the really hard ones right in the middle of this video and the really easy ones at the end. This one will probably, like these three items right here will be absolute gimmies. They will probably be gone within 2 months. This one probably a month. This one potentially could be gone in a month and a half, I think. So ending the video on a very high note as far as ease, I think. We'll definitely see with weights and progress pictures as well and how many uses I get out of everything. But yeah, I think this will be another gimme. I just want to finish it because I haven't been reaching for like these kind of primers as much lately either. I really like the sticky base, like the Milk Makeup primer and the Jelly Pop primer from e.l.f. Like, I like those sticky primers a lot right now. So just to kind of get this out of my collection, because it's not something I really gravitate towards wanting to use as much. Even though I do like it, I think it is really pretty on the skin. It's just not something I'm reaching for quite as frequently as the other one. So just to make sure that I'm making sure, it's a great sentence. Just to make sure I'm using this and getting all of it out of here, we're gonna throw it into this project. Definitely a gimme. And that, you guys, I believe if I counted correctly, if I can do math, that was all 10 products that I am rolling in for the beginning of my 2023 Rolling 10 Project Pan. And like I said, this is going to be a mixture of completion items and just hitting pan on things with the ultimate goal of finishing 23 or hitting goal on 23 items. And I definitely think I can do it. Last year, I only ended up doing 13. But I feel really confident this year, and I'm not doing full completion items this year either. So I'm giving myself a little bit of wiggle room, although the ones that I want to hit pan on are really difficult. So it's like a nice balance, I think, or at least I hope it seems balanced. But I hope you guys are excited. I love doing Project Pan. This is now going to be like my fourth or fifth year doing Project Panning. And I feel like I've learned a lot. I've gotten a couple comments from people saying that I should do an updated tips and tricks for project panning and why you should start one. So I think I'm gonna try and do that video for next week once I have time. Because I think I've learned a lot through this process. I think it's helped me a lot with my buying. I think I also just enjoy a challenge and I like kind of reaching goals. It gives me a little confidence boost. I just have a lot of fun with this and I'm glad that you guys enjoy these videos. Again, like I said in my last video, thank you for all of the support for people who have been subscribed, who have stuck around, who comment on my videos. I know I've been really bad about commenting back lately, but I do read everything when I usually get my notifications on my phone and I read them when I can. And I just appreciate every single one of you and I'm looking forward to another great year. I think this is going to be a really good one. I have really, really high hopes for 2023 and I hope you guys are along the ride with me. If not, I hope you all enjoy at least the beginning and the entire year. Enjoy 2023 and thank you. So if you liked the video, guys, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you would like to, and remember, there is always magic to be found, and I hope that means I see all of you in another video. Bye!
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic. And we can say from